So there's this post on Nadi's Discord where someone asks how we can do this minimal overlay, but the webcam and the gameplay should be changed. Let me show you how we can do it easily. So we have a fresh setup of OBS. Let's make a new scene and I call it subscene bars. This will be the scene where we put in the colored bars. We make them from scratch, then add a new source, gradient, the link is in the description. Name it accordingly so you always recognize what it is. Under steps, make it 3 steps, so put in a 2. In the reference we see it's a light purple to a darker purple tone, and in the top one it's more like a blue one. So I suggest we take blue, purple and blue again. With the midpoint slider you can increase or decrease the different colors. Put the top midpoint to 0 and put the bottom midpoint to 100. Click OK, right click on the source, filters, add a filter, scroll. The link is in the description. Increase the horizontal speed, and as you can see, it's now a scrolling color. You can fine tune the color so that you don't see the seam. Add a new filter again and add advanced mask. The link is also in the description. Increase the center X and center Y until you see a little square. Recenter mask. Now decrease the height and increase the width. Now we have our little bar and we want it to go to the bottom and the top. Now hide this gradient, add a new source, source clone, the link is in the description. I would suggest to leave source clone in front of the text so you can always find all your source clones later. Name it accordingly so you always can recognize what it is. Choose your source. Now you already can see why it's important to name your things accordingly. We have to choose the gradient, uncheck audio, click OK. Right click on the source clone, add a filter, add an effect filters. Advanced mask again, increase the width and the height. Now go all to the bottom, check scene view transformation and adjust your position of the Y coordinates accordingly. Now make that again for the top bar, add a new source, source clone, choose the gradient as clone, uncheck audio, click OK. Right click on the new top source clone, add a filter, add an effect filter, advanced mask, increase the width, increase the height. Go all to the bottom, check scene view transformation and adjust your position of the Y coordinates accordingly. That's how you get your scrolling colored lines. Now let's add the gameplay footage. Make a new scene. I call it subscene gameplay. Add a new source, game capture. For mode, choose capture specific window and under window, choose your game. Click on OK. If like me, you have a different aspect ratio, hold Ctrl and D so it centers the complete canvas. Create a new scene so we can input the webcam there. Add a new source, video capture device. Choose your webcam. If like me you have a green screen, right click on your webcam, filter, add a new effect filter, chroma key. And since I'm wearing a green shirt, that's especially dumb. And if it's flipped or upside down, right click on it, transform, flip horizontal and flip vertical. Move it to your desired position, right click on it, filters, add a new effect filter, advanced mask, click OK. And if you have like me something on the top or the right or the left that you want to crop off, click on mask type and instead of shape choose gradient. You can adjust it accordingly. My key is not perfect now, so don't bother with it. Now we have 3 subscenes and we have to combine them into one scene. So let's add a new scene, import a new source, choose scene, gameplay, webcam and colored bars. And so now you have everything in one scene. It looks like this bar is in front of me, but it's not. It's just because I'm wearing a green shirt. And now you can adjust everything like you want because you nested everything in a clever way. For example, if you want black bars on the bottom, go to your gameplay, right click on the scene, add a filter, advanced mask again. It's just the best because you can even animate it later if you want. Increase the width, increase the height. While this window is still open, go back to your master scene and now you can decrease the height as you like. Little bonus tip, sometimes it's very hard to see if something's fitting perfectly. What you can do then is right click on the preview window, preview scaling, canvas. Now you can hold the space bar and you can move around and you can even zoom in. And so you can align everything perfectly. Right click on it again, preview scaling, scale to window. I could do the same thing with my camera if I want to, or I can just move it around. You can easily improve it further by adding a shadow. That's super duper easy. Right click on your webcam, add a filter, shadow. Link is also in the description. Done. You can barely see it, but trust me, it makes a huge difference. I hope that answers the question and have fun with it.